Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since I posted, but I've just been hard at work getting everything lined out for next year's race season and getting my plans all lined out. Got a lot of stuff in the works, so I figured I'd start updating you guys now on what I have going on. So she's looking a little thin right now. Got the bed sides off. Going to be redoing some of the structure back there and redoing the shock mounts. And then obviously up here it's just about stripped. I am in the process of doing a 9 1/4 inch front diff swap out of a 2500 with the 8-lug hubs and CV axles and control arms and everything, and it's going to take some fab work, but that's what I'm currently working on. Got the engine over here. Got to fix a couple, well, just one bellow needs fixed on the up pipes. It had worn or cracked a hole in it towards the beginning of the season actually, and I just kept running it because I knew I had to pull the motor out to fix it, so now's the time. And that's actually why the firewall is disgusting, is that cracked bellow. But getting some brackets cut off over here for the sway bars and bump stops and that kind of garbage. We're getting rid of all that kind of stuff, lightening her up where we can and cleaning her up. My eventual plan is coilovers and getting rid of torsion bars, so that's kind of why I'm cutting all this out now, so I can ensure I have room later. Just do it once and get it done. And I've been wanting to clean up the frame and paint it for a while now. I did the back when I bedsided the truck, but got to do the front now that I have the time and have it tore apart. Going to be building solid motor mounts as well, because these stock ones are just junk. It pulled all the rubber out of them. See, that one's ripped in half there. Just garbage. So I'm going to be building solid ones. Caca. Just going to be pulling the pump off and getting it sent to Classic Diesel Designs. Going to turn up the pump. Like I said, fix my exhaust. Stepping up to a S400 frame turbo finally. So we'll see how that goes. Got the new heads at the machine shop. Shout out to Cole Johnson at Dark Horse Diesel and Machine, getting me set up with the new bigger valves, and I ported the heads myself, so should be a nasty air pump sitting here, especially with the S400 on it. I'm torn between the 467.7 we have sitting down here or a 475. I have the 67 sitting here, so I might as well try it, but I'd really like to find a 75. And that kind of leads me to the next thing, is the 372. It kind of took a beating, and it still was running 12s. It still spins fine and no play, but that wheel has seen better days. Get that repaired and maybe try and trade this for a 75 or an S472. We'll see. I really like it, but the 73 mil turbine on these is holding me back at this point, especially with the newfound fuel that's going to be coming. I ushered in a new era. As any of you that know me, this thing has had Dodge tow mirrors on it since I was 16 years old. And I finally broke down and got rid of them and got the mirror delete plates from a 3500 HD. Now it's a real race truck. Everybody watch out. And like I said, back here, yikes, gonna be cutting out this cross member and the factory shock mounts and this cross member. I'm torn if I'm going to leave this one or not, but I'm definitely going to be cutting out my fuel cell mounts here, this cross member and all this, and redoing my shock mounts here, and I'm going to build a different tube cross member back here with a sled pulling hitch in mind for when this thing finally makes its debut at UCC, hopefully next year. Also, got all the bed sides off to do the corporate 14 bolt, full float, 10.5-inch rear end swap in the rear as well. And that will be getting a spool, and I'm going to re-gear it back down. The new axles are 410s, and I'm going to re-gear them back down to 373s like I currently have. Got the trusty FAS. This is probably going to end up on Ric Flair, the Duramax, because with the new injection pump, it'll have an in-cab fuel control similar to AFC Live, but Classic Diesel Designs they have came out with it for the IDIs, the 6265s and the 6973s, and you need to have a lot more fuel pressure than my 3rd gen FAS will hold. So probably going to put the FAS on the Duramax and either go to like a power-driven Predator belt-driven pump or a Fuel Lab, something of that nature. I'm working on that. So other than that, just cleaning the truck up, fine-tuning it a lot, getting a lot of the front steering, well, it's all going to be new, off of my parts truck. All 8-lug. I already have my 18s and my Hoosier DR2s, so I'll finally get some traction this year. And the main thing was I was wanting to swap to all this 8-lug stuff with UCC in mind, so I can have a dually rear setup for the sled pulling, and I have a set of 22s for my dyno, and I already have my 18s and Hoosiers for the drag strip, and it's all 8-lug, so, and I definitely knew I was going to need the strength, so that was the reasoning behind the 8-lug swap. I will keep you guys updated as I continue on that. I plan on ripping everything out of the 2500 this weekend, so I will get some video or time lapse of tearing that one down, and I will be laying parts side by side to compare once and for all, because I've gotten mixed stories of whether you can swap this bolt in or if there's a lot of cutting and fab. So I'm going to be laying the diff side by side and control arms and everything else, and we'll see how much of bolt in and how much is fab. You guys, if that's something you're interested in, then like, share, subscribe, tune in probably early next week or maybe Sunday, depending on how busy I get Sunday, and I will fill you guys in on the 2500 swap. Thanks.